What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sparky CJ here, back again with another episode of Talk, episode 8, I believe so. But today's video is about which of Ash's current Pokemons, not including Kalos, should have at least evolved again. Not fully evolved, but at least evolved. And now we're starting off with Bayleaf, which evolved from the Cyndaquil when Ash was getting beat up by Arbok and Weezing and No, that's a Cyndaquil, Chikorita. My bad, Chikorita. And then she evolved because she loved Ash, and she's like I think the only known female character besides like Unfezant being a female. I think that's it. I think most of Ash's Pokemons are either male or unknown. Like to this day, we like what gender are they? But for me, Bayleaf's personality. When Chikorita evolved into Bayleaf, she always kept headbutting Ash all the time. Not headbutt. She was always body slamming Ash all the time and stuff like that. Always, she was showing him affection. So if Bayleaf would have possibly evolved into a Meganium, I would love to see that. I mean, obviously it would never happen. But if Bayleaf would have evolved into a Meganium, I mean, that would have been pretty crazy. I mean, just imagine. I mean, kind of like, because Meganium is way bigger than Bayleaf, so Ash would have been getting destroyed with a body slam all the time. So I mean, with Bayleaf, I would have loved. I would actually love to see a Meganium, just because of that. Next is Boldore. Final evolution is the Gigalith. Gigalith is I don't really use Gigalith, but I believe it is very defensive. And he originally had a Roggerola evolve into a Boldore. I'm obviously I'm not here talking about the possibility, because obviously these old Pokemon, the possibility of them actually coming back and evolving is very slim to none. But to picture Ash having a Gigalith during the not the Kanto, Univally, what is the Unova series and all that stuff. Cause he had Crocodile. No, not Crocodile, Crocorock. Crocodile, yeah, Crocodile. And Gigalith, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think with Boldore, I think Boldore will just stay with who he is. I mean, Gigalith, it seems very powerful because he had like Flash Cannon. He had, I think, Rock Smash. He had Stone Edge, I believe so. No, I thought it's probably Rock Blast or something like that, because these little things will start glowing. But I think that Gigalith would have been very helpful during the Univally, because I always kind of say that Ash Pokemon, the Pokemon he has potential, like, if they were like fully evolved, they'll be very OP. But he can still lose. I mean, obviously the writers can make it where like he can have these very strong Pokemon, but have them to still lose. So would I like to see Boldore evolve into a Gigalith? Not very much. I mean, I let him to stay a Boldore, because I can't really to see a Gigalith. I mean, it'd be pretty cool, but I mean, I'll just stick with the Boldore. Now, next on the list is his Buizel. I freaking love Buizel. He was trained with Buizel to learn Ice Punch. He got Buizel from Dawn, training her on Buizel with the Ambipom. Now, Floatzel, see, that's the thing about it. The Apom evolved into an Ambipom, but yet Buizel stayed a Buizel. I would have loved to see his Buizel evolve versus that other Floatzel. I think was it Cameron Wake or something like that? The water gym leader that had the Floatzel. That would have been so cool to like have Buizel evolve, like either against Paul, one of those during the times, either against the gym leader, against the other Floatzel, or learning Ice Punch and he evolves, and then there you go. That would have been pretty cool to actually see Floatzel along with Ash. I mean, that's a particular Pokemon I would love to see evolve, but I mean, I wish that would have evolved. The Floatzel into the Buizel into a Floatzel. But next up is his Bulbasaur. Now, Bulbasaur is, chilling at Professor O's lab, keeping all the other Pokemons in check with Solar, kind of keep them in check. Vine Whipping, use Solar Beam to let everybody know that Ash is home, y'all. We need to come meet up. Now, Venusaur is a little overboard, but I would love to see at least an Ivysaur from his Bulbasaur match. Well, actually, because in one episode, his Bulbasaur refused to evolve. Like, I don't want to evolve. But now, I mean, obviously, since that happened, it's kind of like, Bulbasaur's going to stay in Bulbasaur. But I would actually love to see an Ivysaur. Just an Ivysaur. Not a Venusaur, but just an Ivysaur. So, yeah, I mean, because of him being an Ivysaur, I mean, he can stay at Bulbasaur, obviously, because all the other Pokemon, all Ash's Pokemon respects Bulbasaur, and they stay in line. But I would love to actually see it on Ivysaur. Just the kind of fact that you guys better know what's up. Especially if it was a Venusaur. Oh, man, they're not going to mess up, man. You going to keep everybody in check. Now, his Corphish into a Croconaut. This is a Pokemon that I really it would have been cool to see probably, but just seeing a Croconon, no Crawdon, no it's Crawdon, yeah it's Crawdon, there it is, it's Crawdon. But to see his Corvish evolve into that would have been pretty cool. But you look at it's kind of like you kind of think Ash is like Team Aqua right now because they was having like Crocodons and all that stuff. So yeah, I just let Corfish stay a Corfish, but it would have been pretty cool to actually see it evolve. Just became a little more of a powerhouse with Crab Hammer. I think he had like Water Gun, something like that. I think he had Swift and stuff like that. Now next up is his Gibble. Definitely, Gibble. It would have been pretty cool if he would have evolved. Obviously, Garchomp belonging to Cynthia. I always said that I would love to see Gibble at least evolve into a Gabite. Gibble did his thing. Gibble was always biting on Ash's head. He had Draco Meteor. I think he had Dragon Claw, something like that. He had Dig. Gibble was doing his thing. He was doing his thing. But if he was a Gibble, not Gibble. If he was if he was a Gabite, that would have been pretty cool. Pretty cool to see a Gabite. If he was a Garchomp, oh lord, man, Ash's Garchomp versus Cynthia Garchomp. I want to see that battle. But let Gibble be. And wait a minute, Iris even have a Gibble. So I'm thinking that if the next time we see Iris and she has a freaking Garchomp, come on, man. And then and it's kind of like Ash be like, hey, Iris, I have a Gibble. Yeah, it's just a Gibble. So yeah. We'll move on to Oshawott and see the whole water curse that all his water Pokemon does not evolve. Who was that? I think Cameron. He had the Samurott. So as a Duat, it'd be pretty cool. Because Oshawott gimmick was that he always kept getting hit by Gibble's Draco Meteor, and also he always kept dropping his little Scout Chop on his stomach. Now Duat has two of them on his legs. That would have been pretty cool if he kept dropping those two, like, oh man, I gotta get my Scout Chop so I can freaking razor shell someone to the face. But Duat, probably not a Samurott, but I would love to see a Duat. Palpito. Now, see, this is another one of those things. It's something similar to Gigalith evolving from the Boldor. A Seismitoad would have been very powerful. Obviously in competitive, I think it's like NU, something like that. I don't know for sure, but to see a Seismitoad alongside with Ash, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be actually pretty cool. Palpito. Palpito was rarely being used. So, it would have been cool if he would have evolved him into a Seismitoad because it would have gave Ash even more power. It had, Mud Shots. It had, I think Screech or something. It was screaming. I think it was Screech, I believe. So, Hydro Pump. Come on, man. Hydro Pump for a freaking Palpitoad. I would love to see Hydro Pump on a Seismitoad. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like Seismitoad is just kind of power, somewhat. Now we go to Pignite. Now... Barry had not Barry. Was it Barry? The dude he had a Pignite. So you kind of looked at not a Pignite. He had an Embor. So they did good evolving Tepig into a Pignite and then left him right there. It would have been. To see him as a Embor, that's an because because you kind of say a trainer already has that Pokemon. So I said, hey, leave him as a Pignite. Not much I can say about that. Next up is his Scraggy evolved from an egg. He was competing with Axew. Axew hasn't as of right now has not evolved, or probably would never evolve, even at least into a fracture. But if Axew came back, if Iris came back with Axew and it evolves into a fracture, hey, Scraggy better evolve into a freaking Scrafty. That'd be pretty cool. Scrafty versus Fracture. I would love to see that because they was like always competing against each other, seeing who's the best. You better catch it with me because if you don't, I'm become stronger than you. So yeah, next up is Snivy. See, Snivy's personality is that being with she was like, oh yeah, I forgot she was the other girl Pokemon. My bad, I forgot about that. But the way how she was with a Moga, to see her as a Servine or maybe in a Superior. Snivy is a particular Pokemon that Snivy did good. She did good as a first stage Pokemon. So a Servine, not really. Snivy personality was like Snivy. You know how she was, so she was a Servine, like Servine, or even a Superior. It'd be pretty cool. But just keep Snivy as a Snivy. Next up is Squirtle. I kind of mentioned this before that. Squirtle's been gone ever since Hoenn with the whole brand against Brandon where he used Squirtle, Charizard, Bulbasaur, and Pikachu. And I would love to see Squirtle come back. be with Professor Oak and evolve into a Wartortle. They did the thing with like Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil is a Quilava. And oh yeah, I forgot I forgot to include Quilava on this list. Because of the fact that I wanted Cyndaquil, not really wanted Cyndaquil, but it was cool that they evolved Cyndaquil into Quilava. But Typhlosion, maybe. But hey, same with that, just keep it as a Quilava. And now you look at Squirtle. I would love to see a Wartortle. Blastoise. If just imagine if all the Squirtles evolve into the Blastoise, so it become the Blastoise squad, and to see Ash's Blastoise with them shades still, that would be actually pretty epic. But hey, I mean, at least a Wartortle, maybe, yeah. Now Totodile's personality is because he was always like jumping around, kicking, he was just dancing around, stuff like that. So to see a Croconon, Croconon. Yeah, that's why I accidentally called Corphish evolution of Croconon is a Crawdent. And that's a Croconon that evolves into a Feraligatr. I can't see as a Feraligatr doing that same personality as a Totodile, but a Croconon, I would love that personality. It's pretty cool, jump around dancing still. And that's it. So yeah, out of all these Pokemon, guys, leave a comment, tell me which one of Ash's current Pokemon that you think that should at least evolve again or to its final stage. Like, and don't forget to subscribe and to catch you guys later. Deuces.